All right. Let's have some recognition going here. It's such a fortune to be able to work with the Awards for Excellence. It's fantastic. Everybody likes to get an award, right? It's a big deal, but being nominated every year, we just surface so many more new projects and interesting people who we get to share this recognition with. And going into next year, we'd really like to spread this idea of small bits of recognition. And in Siobhan's keynote this morning, I saw a very good example of that when she called out Lucy Moore's work in her wiki that she got the Wildcard Award for activism. So the idea was, when I started looking at the award winners, and it's like, there's a lot of people here who could represent them. And so I sent out invitations. We're going to call them up one by one so we can recognize them. These are people that you should take the next bit of your conference time to get to know them, approach them, get to know their work, and then be thinking about who in your circle maybe would you want to pass that recognition on. And I like to cast out this message that, yeah, getting the award is great, but you know how good it feels to give it to somebody else. And I would like to see that pick up in momentum. So what we're going to do is we're going to call them up one by one, and you'll hear from them for a few minutes. And they can say whatever they want, talk about their work or the award or what it meant to them. And then we have a couple items to give to them, and they'll get a beautiful posed photo with Igor and Marcella, freightable for autographs. Yes. So first, I want to call up our award winner, Melody. This is just I should have had this up playing when I was doing my yammering there, but first off, to meet the awardees, I'm very pleased to introduce to you Melody Chin from the Singapore Management Issue. And listen to that applause. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. Firstly, I'd like to thank the OEGlobal team, the board of directors, and the awards committee for this Catalyst Award. It truly means a lot to me as a librarian, and starting out as the only librarian at our university interested in open education. It's really been a challenging journey to get others on board in realizing the potential of openness, and to finally get it outlined in our strategic agenda as well. So that was a big achievement. I now have really wonderful colleagues who have helped to support our open initiatives at SMU, Singapore Management University, and who have also supported our international work in launching the ASEAN Open Educational Regional Special Interest Group for Southeast Asia. Lastly, I'd also like to share that through this award, we have finally gained the attention of our university president at the top level. Thank you. So that is something that we've never been able to do before. And for the first time, all my friends and family outside of education have asked me, finally, what is open education? What is it all about? And what do you actually do? So that's been really great. So thank you, everyone, once again.
So you'll see, Melody's, the individual award winners get the special 3D printed trophy. And so we're pleased to give Melody in person. All right, and next up, one of the best awards to give is the Student Award. And, you know, it varies from year to year. We don't often get student nominations, and this year we had quite a few. We had hoped that Carleigh Charlton from Brock University, there was rumor that she might be able to come, but unfortunately funding didn't come through. But really pleased to introduce you Rajiv Jhangiani, who will take the award home to Carleigh and say a few words, because I think he knows her very well.
Thanks, everyone. So Carleigh would have loved to be here. She really did. But so she has sent me a little acceptance speech, which I shall read out. But before I do, I just want to say, I've had the pleasure of working with many student organizations and student leaders over the years. I've never had the pleasure or privilege of working with someone as exceptional as Carleigh. The student organization at Brock University was instrumental in many things, making sure that OER creation is now embedded as a criteria for tenure and promotion for all faculty, that it's embedded in our academic plan, that we have grant programs that they jointly fund, and a lot more. So here's Carleigh. Thank you once again, she says, to Open Education Global for the recognition. It truly is an honor. Another huge thank you to those at Brock University from the Brock University Students' Union and the Open Education Working Group, whose continued dedication to the affordability and quality of educational resources has been the driving force behind this project. Sorry, I didn't write this next sentence. Of course, a big thank you to Dr. Rajiv Jhangiani for all of the support. Don't know if you'll believe me, and for collecting the award on my behalf. I won't make him stand here and read notes about himself. Thank you, Carleigh. But please know there are many wonderful things I would say. I'm going to skip this part. The work we have had the opportunity to do at Brock is only the beginning, and it is so exciting to see the growing enthusiasm for open education globally. We've had the ability to create huge returns on investments for student dollars, alleviating the stress of textbook costs for many, and I'm so excited about the future for this program, and hopefully to see other universities follow suit. I know I speak for many students when I say how appreciative we are for the passionate educators, all of you, who have embraced open education and who help in championing these initiatives across our campus and beyond. This program would not be possible without their dedication and hard work. Finally, I would like to remind folks of just how much is possible when an idea has passionate people behind it. The idea that an investment of student dollars could result in an exponential return on investment when used to support the adoption of OER would simply be that, an idea, without the hard work and the passion and excitement of the many folks who helped make all of this possible. When I was looking into all of the other amazing projects that won and that were nominated, it was that same passion and excitement I could see driving each and every one. It makes me very excited for the future to know so many passionate, excited, and talented people are all gathered at this time, and the wonderful ideas turned projects I know will come out of this. I wish I could be there, but I will settle for investigating all of the amazing open ideas, projects, and passionate individuals, and leave it to one final thank you to all of you for that magical passion that makes it all happen. So congratulations to Carleigh.
All right, so I hope you're thinking about some students that you know that would like to follow in Carleigh's shoes. All right, so one of the brilliant things that happen is we have Australian award winners, and so many worth CAUL, very well known here for their open OER collective. The more we got to learn and share about it, the more impressive it is, and many of you here are maybe more familiar than the rest of the world, so we're very pleased to have come up and say a few words about the OER collective, represented by Ash Barber and Fiona Salisbury, and we'll come up to the stage and...
Thank you so much. Ash and I are really honoured to accept this award, and big thanks to OEGlobal. And we're accepting the award on behalf of the CAUL OER Collective, and we believe that the collective is really a true testament to the power of collaboration, and it's exciting to see the work of so many people in the collective recognised through this award. The OER Collective began as a pilot project in 2022 under the Council of Australian University Librarians, or CAUL, as we call them, the peak body for Australian university libraries, and also the peak body for Aotearoa New Zealand libraries as well. From the outset, we've been driven by a commitment to collaboration. We think it's in our DNA. And the collective's mission is to foster open textbook publishing across our region, and we're focused on building a community that supports authors, educators and librarians in this effort. What makes this initiative so special is that it is a collective, and it's continuously co-designed by 42 university libraries, and it's collaboratively funded by those libraries. And beyond the publishing, the success is in the area of training, grants and the work of the practitioners, all learning from one another. So since the launch, we've published 50 books with many more in development, and we've awarded close to 100,000 in grants and seen a massive increase in open textbook publishing in the region. Pass over to Ash.
So most universities in our region don't have dedicated OER staff. So centralising support, training and grants was really essential and critical in enabling our institutions to participate. By working together, we've achieved so much more than we could have alone, and we've done it faster. It's incredibly rewarding to see the momentum grow in the open education community in our region and abroad. And this award will really help with our advocacy efforts to legitimise and recognise OER as a real choice in our region and worth the investment. We'd like to thank OEGlobal Awards Committee and everyone involved in the OER Collective, our participating institutions and passionate advocates who have made this initiative a success. This award is a reflection of all your hard work, and we look forward to seeing what we can achieve together in years to come. Thanks.
Excellent. And it could have easily been a collaboration award, too, for the significant Impact OE Award that went to a large group of people, researchers led by librarians at James Cook University, but an international cooperation for Confident Supervisors, creating independent researchers. It's an original concept. It was a need that was identified. And in a conversation we had to record for one of our podcasts recently, the amount of coordination and passion that went in this project is truly impressive. And even that night, I looked and they had put the OE Award badge on the cover of their book. And so it was very fantastic and very excited to have Claire Ovaska and Alice Luetchford up here to say a few words about this project, but they're representing a huge group.
Hello everyone, and thank you very much. I'd like to thank OEGlobal for recognising our work with the Significant Impact OER Award. The project did come to be because we recognised a gap in the open educational resources aimed at supporting supervisors of research students. From the beginning, the team wanted to create a resource that would deliver immediate advice and guidance for time-poor supervisors from potentially smaller and less well-resourced universities, wherever they may be located. So chapters reflect the expertise of more than 30 authors, and Stephanie Bradbury is another chapter co-author, as am I. So they represent 30 authors, editors, reviewers who are current supervisors, practitioners, and research service partners engaged in the scholarship of supervision. So we all come from Australia, New Zealand, the United States, Europe, as well as Papua New Guinea. So a vast array of perspectives from a hugely wide range of academic disciplines, as well as expertise from researcher developers, career consultants, librarians, and policy advisors. Looking at the metrics now, Confident Supervisors is reaching under-resourced supervisors across the world. We can see engagement in Pakistan, PNG, Philippines and Indonesia, strong engagement. We're getting adoption notices from these countries. But surprisingly, we are also seeing strong engagement in countries like the USA and the United Kingdom. So clearly there's a global need for quality supervisor professional development OERs. So, encouraged by the success, the Confident Supervisors team, supported by JCU Library, and that's largely Alice Luetchford and team, we're planning a second volume. So 10 or 15 chapters are already being pulled together. We're creating the ideas. And we're aiming to provide additional perspectives and additional guidance, immediate hands-on resources for supervisors that pick up Volume 2. So stay tuned for its expected release sometime next year. Thank you very much for this award, and through this platform we can actually launch Volume 2 to a wider audience and help more people around the world. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks again. Thanks, Ella.
All right, so this year we're going to have 2 representatives for the Wildcard Award for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. And so there were so many good nominations, we had to award several of them. So first up, we have Laura Dunn and James Glapa-Grossklag to represent the Open for Antiracism project.
Thank you, everyone. We are honored to accept this award on behalf of the entire Open for Antiracism, or OFAR team. The recognition is a real testament to the dedication of so many people committed to making education more inclusive and equitable. As we gather here today, we're in the midst of a significant moment in the United States, right on the heels of the US presidential election. It reminds us all of the deep divides that persist in our country and underscores the urgency of the work we are doing in education. The election results have highlighted that conversations around equity, inclusion, and anti-racism are more crucial than ever. Now is the time to reaffirm our commitment to making real, actionable changes in our classroom. When OFAR was launched in 2020, it was in response to calls for more than just statements against racism. We believed that educators had the desire and power to transform their teaching practices to create truly inclusive learning environments. Over the past 4 years, we've been able to support 150 faculty across 40 community colleges across California who have stepped up to this challenge, showing that through the use of OER and open pedagogy, we can make meaningful strides toward anti-racist teaching. This work has grown beyond California and is being adapted across the United States, from New York to Virginia and Wisconsin. The impact is clear. Faculty are confident, students are engaged, and together we're building a foundation for a long-lasting change in higher ed. We would like to thank everyone at CCC OER, OEGlobal, College of the Canyons, and the Hewlett Foundation, our faculty participants, and all of our partners who believe in the transformative power of openness to drive anti-racist practices. In times like these, it's essential that we continue to push forward, ensuring that education remains a force for equity and social justice. Thanks so much for this recognition, and thank you for standing with us on this journey.
Also recognized this year in the DEI category was a pair of open resources produced by Open Oregon Resources, doing the work, diversity, equity, inclusion in open educational resources, and equity-minded open course design. And I'm very lucky that my colleague Heather Blicher is here representing the project as an editor. And so Heather, a few words on those projects.
Thank you. I'm a former equity consultant and instructional designer for Open Oregon Educational Resources. And on behalf of Open Oregon and the Targeted Pathways Project, we thank you for this recognition. It's been over 3 years in the making, the project, with over 19 public institutions in Oregon, involving over 100 contributors. And together we've created OER that centers diversity, equity, and inclusion. The Doing the Work and Equity-Minded Course Design handbooks emerged from this project to guide educators in creating OER with an equity lens. And I want to share just a couple of the unique outcomes from the Doing the Work handbook, because they seem pretty relevant right now after the election. Realize the potential to create a curriculum that is both anti-racist and inclusive of multiple intersecting human experiences, and develop the courage and humility necessary to reassess one's own perspective. We invite you to adopt these handbooks for your own work and would love to hear about your iterations. Thank you very much.
All right, next we have a double winner represented by Tech de Monterey, and I'm very pleased to welcome our board chair, Marisol Ramirez Montoya, to represent the Open with Artificial Intelligence Award, a new one that we manufactured this year for AI and Education for All, and also representing the the Open Research Award, Call for Science, and many fabulous projects that Marisol was here to share with us.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy. I feel like a kangaroo here, a kangaroo, because my colleagues, my student, and all the Latin America community that work in this award, in this project, they are with me now, and for this reason, I'm a kangaroo now. In special, this award, I received this award in name of all my colleagues because we are working in these possibilities to include AI with innovation and with ethical process in the platform, open resources, like tools, like a avatar professor. I have an avatar, Marisol Bot is my name. A data box, bot, techno ideas, bot, to include in the open platform. And then we are looking for new options, new ways for the innovation in the possibilities. And we integrate this project and apply in more than 50 institutions from 8 countries, and more than 10,000 people apply these possibilities, and I'm so happy to receive this. The main idea here is care with the AI and ethical process with innovation. Thank you so much. Very quickly.
Yes, absolutely.
And maybe the other. Yes, this is an honor. I received this award in the name for my last student, Davis Velarde. He is from Peru, and when he developed this beautiful platform, he was a doctoral student. And David, alone, without support, without financing, without nothing, only with the motivation and commitment with the open science, he developed this free and innovative platform And it's so useful for the practitioner and research because in this platform you can find the opportunity for the call in the different journals in the world, and you can find awards, opportunities, and conference. And it's very useful for all us that we are looking always in our lives, the research, for example, we are looking for opportunities in the call, in the many portal and website, but this platform is very useful for us. And in the name for Davis, I received this, and 2 weeks ago, he presented the thesis, and now he's a young doctor. And now he's open for new ways, and he's looking for a job. And I recommend a lot. Davis Velarde.
We did have a few award winners who unfortunately couldn't be here. Martin Weller and Kim Carter and Terry Green have all submitted some messages. They're on the SCED entry for this. Very worth listening to, very human. Terry Green, he made a special episode of his Getting Air podcast. It has the music in it. Definitely worth a listen. And just when you hear the words, you understand what these awards mean to everybody, as you have heard so far. And then we'd just like to ask you to think about next year, like who would you want to see get the same kind of recognition? And again, it's not just the winners, it's all the people, the projects that we surface through this that we all gain from. So I will ask everybody who we had up here, if possible. Igor wants to say a few remarks. If you don't mind coming up for a big group photo, because we just want to celebrate you all together. But let's give them all a big hand.
Thank you, Alan, and congratulations to all of you again. I just want to say that the awards or many of the other activities that we do, that we described earlier, would really not be possible without the generous and continued support of the Hewlett Foundation. So I just want to acknowledge the presence of Angela de Barger, who is the representative of the foundation. Thank you, Angela, and thank you, Hewlett. Please come up here.
Squeeze together. Okay, conference dismissed. I think we're done for the day. What a day, what a fabulous day. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow.